Hi there! Welcome to my channel Grammar Buzz, Learning Made Easy. And thanks for joining me today. Today we are going to learn about something new. We are about to learn have verbs or possessive verbs. So much fun, right? You'll get to learn something new. That's good, you see. You made a good choice today to learn along with me. So welcome once again. But first things first. Before we start with our lesson, let us quickly find out the aims of today's lesson. And today's lesson aims at helping us to know the uses of have verbs and also identifying them. Well, let us see what the lesson offers us today, right? Well, we already know that a verb is a very important part of a sentence and we can never have a sentence without a verb, right? A verb is a very important part of a sentence. It shows an action or state of being, and we cannot create a meaningful sentence without a verb in it. We can never ever have a sentence without a verb. So, in order to have a complete meaningful sentence, we need to have a verb. Well, it's time for some examples, you see. So let's begin with the first one. And what do we have here? Well, look at the picture. It's the picture of a girl with a teddy. And that is our sentence. And it says, I have a teddy. I have a teddy. In this sentence, I is a pronoun. Well, we will come to have later. What about a? Well, a is an article. And teddy, as you know, is a noun because it's a naming word. We are already aware of the fact that we cannot have a meaningful sentence without a verb. But this sentence, I have a teddy, makes complete sense. So this sentence must be having a verb. So which is the verb here? Alright, the verb in this sentence is have. But until this moment, we knew that verbs are either doing or being verbs. But what about have? It is neither showing any action nor a state of being. So what is have? Have is a verb? Really? But what kind of verb is it? Well, you see, have is a special kind of verb that shows belonging or possession or state of having something. So have a verb, really? I'm still confused. Well, there's nothing to be confused. Let's see. What are have verbs? Yes, we come up to have verbs. So, what are have verbs? What are have verbs? What do they do? What is their job? And how do we use them? What are they actually? Come on, let us find out what they are. It's time for us to find out something about have verbs. Well, you see, verbs which show belonging, possession, or state of having something are called have verbs, right? See, you already know that there are nouns, adjectives, and pronouns that show belonging or possession. They are known as possessive nouns, possessive adjectives, or possessive pronouns. But did you know verbs can do that too? Well, there are very few verbs which do the same job of showing belonging or possessions, and they are known as have verbs or possessive verbs. Right? Isn't that simple? Okay, let's find out something more about verbs, and especially have verbs. Well, there are three forms of have verbs, and they are have. Well, have verb is have. Yes, have verb is have. That's fun, right? Has and had. Have, has, and had. They show possession or a sense of belonging. have, has and had are together called the have verb. Alright, going back to our previous example. Yes, let's see. What does our example have to tell us now? Well, you know the sentences I have a teddy, right? I have a teddy. It means I possess the teddy or the teddy belongs to me. So have in this sentence shows possession of the noun teddy. So it is a possessive verb or it is a have verb, right? And if you note, there are no other verbs in the sentence apart from have. So have is also the main verb in the sentence. Simple, right? Okay, time for some interesting facts. I'm about to share some interesting facts about have verb with you. And what are they? You see, have verbs tell us about time period. That is, they tell us about present, past and future. Have and has are used to tell us about the present time. That is what is happening now. Had tells us about a past time. That is something which has already happened in the past. And when we are about to talk about the future, we use will or shall with have. When we want to talk about something that is going to happen in the future, that is not happened yet but might take place in the future. Alright, time for some examples. So let's see what they are. And here comes the first one for you. And what does the picture say? Well, it's the picture of 4 boys. And let's say it's our sentence. And our sentence says, Joe has 4 brothers. Joe has 4 brothers. In this sentence, Joe is a noun and it's a proper noun. 4 is an adjective of number and brothers is a noun. As we already know, we need a verb in order to make a sentence meaningful. We cannot have a sentence without a verb. So, which is the verb here? Can you tell me? Yay! It is has. Has is the verb that shows possession or belonging. So has is a have verb. It tells us that Joe has 4 brothers. Note, has is the main verb here as it is the only verb in the sentence and it stands all alone to make the sentence meaningful. And it tells about the present time. That is, Joe has 4 brothers now. Good job. Well, time for another example. And let's see what do we have here. Well. Take a look at this picture. Well, it's a picture of a house. So, let's frame a sentence with it. And our sentence is, our family had a big house 10 years ago. Our family had a big house 10 years ago. In this sentence, our is a possessive adjective, family and house are nouns, a is an article, and big is an adjective because it describes the house. So what are we left with? Well, we are left only with had. So what is had? Had is a have verb. It tells us that the big house belonged to our family. It shows possession or belonging. That is, the house belonged to our family. As we already know, we need to have a verb in order to make our sentence meaningful. We cannot have a sentence without a verb. Note, had is the main verb here as it is the only verb in the sentence and it stands all alone to make the sentence meaningful. Had tells us about a time that has gone. It tells us about the past. The family no longer has the big house. They had it in the past, that is 10 years ago. But now, due to some reason, they no longer possess it. So had is a have verb used to talk about the past time. Good job! Time for another example. And let's see what do we have here for us. Isn't this interesting? I really find this so interesting. So, here's the picture of a boy and a girl with pets, right? So let's make our sentence. And our sentence says, we will have a pet for Christmas. We will have a pet for Christmas. In this sentence, the word have shows possession. So, have is a have verb, right? But note, have is not the only verb in the sentence. Then what about will? What about will? Will comes just before have. As you see, have is the main verb in this sentence, and since will comes before it and helps it out, it is a helping verb. Will is a helping verb. Right? Will tells us about a time that is yet to come. It tells us about the future. We will have a pet for Christmas. It means we do not have the pet yet. We are going to possess the pet in future. So remember, if we are to talk about a future time, then we usually use will or shall with a have verb. Simple, right? Okay. Here we have some remember. Yes, we have not one, but 2 or 3 remember. So let's see, what do we need to remember, right? Well, you need to remember that there can be one or several words in a sentence that form verbs, right? A verb can be made of one word, 2 word, or more than one word, right? So let's see. A verb can be made of one word. Let me give you an example. And the example says, I have a new diary. I have a new diary, right? In this sentence, have is the only verb and it is a have verb. Since it's the only verb and it expresses the action of the sentence, it is the main verb in the sentence and it also shows possession, so it is a have verb too. And as you see, in this sentence, there is only one word which forms the verb. It's as simple, right? Okay, let me give you another example. And here we need to remember that verbs can be made of 2 words. Not one, not just one, but also 2. Well, let me give you an example. And what do we have? Our sentence says, we have made dinner. We have made dinner. Note in this sentence, the main verb is made. The verb made shows the action of the sentence. But there is another verb just before the main verb made. So what kind of verb is have? Can you tell me? Yeah, right. Have in this sentence is the helping verb, which helps the main verb to express its action. So you see, 2 words can also make up a verb. Okay, time for another example. Let's see what it is. And it says that verbs can be made of more than 2 words. And our example says, I will be taking my break soon. I will be taking my break soon. Hey, note, in this sentence, taking is the main verb that expresses a state of being. But it is accompanied by 2 other verbs before it. And they are will be. So will be taking shows that we can have more than 2 words in a sentence to frame a verb. Isn't that simple? Really, that is. Okay, I think it is time for some throwback. Yes, it is throwback time. So, what do we need to remember here? Well, we need to remember that have verbs show belonging or possession. That's simple, right? Yes, have verbs. The word have tells that it shows some kind of belonging or possession. And there are 3 forms of have verbs, and they are have, has and had. Have, has and had. And we use have and has for present time, had for past time, and will or shall have for future time. Isn't that simple for you to remember? I think it is. Okay, what do we have now for you? Well, I think it is practice time. Good job. Yes, it is practice time. Congratulations, you have reached the practice time. Okay, so you need to practice because the more you practice, the better it is, right? Let's see how you work this out. Okay, fun time, practice time. Okay, and this is how it works. I will be showing you a sentence and you need to fill it up with the correct choice of have verbs, right? And here comes the first sentence for you. And it says, tonight Kathy, her birthday party. Tonight Kathy, her birthday party. Hey, what do you think? Which is the correct have verb that you would use in this sentence? Can you help me out? I'm a bit confused. Can you do it for me? I think you can because you are a smart one. Good job, and you have selected the correct have verb. And you are right, it is will have. Good job. Let's give you another sentence. Let's see if you can solve it for me. And your sentence is, luckily Ben and Regina, time for roller skating. Luckily Ben and Regina, time for roller skating. Hey, which is the have verb that you would use in this sentence? Can you do it for me? Can you? Yes, I think you can, and good job, you have chosen the correct one. It is had. Luckily Ben and Regina had time for roller skating. Good job. Here comes the next one for you. I think you can solve this too. You are really very smart. And our sentence is, we great friends. We great friends. Hey, which is the have verb that you would use in this sentence? Can you spot it for me? Can you do it for me? I think you can. Okay, let's see which one you have selected. And it is have. Good job. We have great friends. Bravo. And here comes the next one for you. So let's see if you can score a 10 on 10 on this. Can you? And your sentence is, I really hope that she the time to fix my dress. I really hope that she the time to fix my dress. So which is the have verb that you would select here? Can you tell me? Can you? I think you can, and you have done a really great job. It is has. I really hope that she has the time to fix my dress. Good job. And here comes the next sentence for you. And it says, what does it say? I'm still waiting. Yes. It says, she, a new dog named Max. She, a new dog named Max. And this is actually the last one for you. So can you figure it out? Can you do it for me? I think you can. You have scored a full 10 on 10 until now. Let's see if you can do this. Good job, and it is has. Hey, bingo! You have nailed it. Good job. Well done. Bravo. You really did a fantastic job. I am so pleased. You're a really smart one. So I hope this video helped you understand how to use have verbs. If you have any questions at all, you know what to do. Just pop them in the comment box. And thanks a lot for watching and being there with me until the end of this video. Well, don't forget to like, comment, share, press the bell icon and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So this is Margaret signing off for today. Take care of yourself and bye.